Hi everyone, and welcome to today's episode of Cardboard and Gum. If you like these videos, please subscribe to the channel. Today we are going to be taking a look at some 1966 Topps Batman Black Bat vintage unopened wax packs. Obviously, Batman is a super popular figure in comics and also had a number of trading card issues. These packs represent 25% of the total population of this issue that has been authenticated and graded by PSA. Each of these packs is in a different grade, so I thought what we could do today is take a look at each of them and notice some of the differences between the lower graded packs and the higher graded packs. It's important to remember that when you're collecting vintage unopened wax, that the authenticity is by far the most important component of your collectible, followed by, of course, the condition. So all of these packs that we'll be looking at today have been authenticated as factory sealed, untampered, unopened by PSA, and then assigned a numerical grade based on the condition. So we'll start with the lowest grade, not only in my collection, but also the lowest grade that's ever been assigned by PSA to a wax pack from this issue, and that is going to be a PSA 3. As we can see here, this pack has a significant amount of gum tear damage along both the bottom and the top of the wax pack. Now, all four of these Batman packs were in GAI holders prior to their crossing over to PSA, and they all had this damage in those holders. So GAI holders also, unfortunately, did have a occasional propensity for gum to slide around and for gum pokes to be created in the wrapper, which again leads to the lower grade for a pack, or certainly can. Here we have a PSA 4. This pack also has some gum tears, albeit not quite as significant as those on the PSA 3. We see there's a little bit of damage over here on the side along with on the top. There we can get a slightly better look at it from the reverse. And now we get into the higher grades. This one is a PSA 6. I don't believe it has any significant gum pokes, as it shouldn't with this grade. However, the factory applied the wrapper a little off-centered here. And when we're getting into the higher grades, then we're starting to talk about those types of considerations as well. As you can see, all of these packs have very nice, clean seals. And finally, the highest graded example is a PSA 8, or at least the highest graded example in this stack. And this pack is just really, really clean as issued by the factory. It does have a slightly off-centered application. As you can see there at the bottom, there's a little bit of the white, which may have lent to it receiving an 8 as opposed to a higher grade. But again, we're looking at a very, very clean vintage unopened wax pack. And finally, no episode of Cardboard and Gum would be complete without an empty. And so here is a 1966 Batman display box that there would have been 24 of these packs in back in 1966 in order for there to be a complete box. So that's all we have for today. Thank you so much for hanging out, and we will see you next time.